Imagine a river before dawn. The water is dark, the banks have disappeared, and a deep fog has folded the world into a few quiet feet of space. Somewhere beyond the whiteness, an army is waiting. Somewhere behind it, another army needs what it does not have. Perhaps you know the feeling of facing a problem without the materials you thought you needed. The usual answer is to push harder, hurry faster, and make more from less. But what if the answer is already moving toward you, hidden inside the difficulty itself? A celebrated episode in the Chinese historical novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms begins shortly before the Battle of Red Cliffs. Its characters are drawn from history, but this particular adventure belongs to literature and legend. On one bank of the great river waits the immense northern force of Cao Cao. On the other, the southern allies of Sun Quan and Liu Bei prepare to resist him. Their commander, Zhou Yu, is brave and accomplished. He is also wary of Liu Bei's gifted advisor, Zhuge Liang. The southern army needs arrows. Zhou Yu asks Zhuge Liang to produce 100,000 of them. 10 days, he suggests, should be enough. Zhuge Liang calmly says that 10 days would be too long. He will deliver them in 3. The promise astonishes everyone in the command tent. Making so many arrows would require bamboo, feathers, glue, skilled hands, and time. Zhuge Liang accepts the deadline in writing, knowing that failure could cost him his life. Yet he does not visit the workshops. He does not send people searching for more craftsmen. Instead, he quietly asks Lu Su for 20 light boats. Each boat is to carry a small crew. Cloth screens will conceal the decks, and thick bundles of straw will be tied along both sides. Lu Su cannot see how any of this will become an arrow. Still, he agrees to help and keeps the request from Zhou Yu. The first day passes. Zhuge Liang makes nothing. The second day passes. Still, he makes nothing. Then, during the darkest watch of the third night, he summons Lu Su to the river. The boats are ready. Long ropes connect them so they can move together. Straw lines their sides like rows of silent passengers. Above the water, a heavy fog has arrived. It is so dense that even nearby faces are difficult to see. Only now does Lu Su begin to understand that the waiting was part of the work. The little fleet moves toward Cao Cao's northern camp. Oars enter and leave the water. Lanterns remain covered. The boats travel inside a world reduced to mist, wood, and the low sound of the current. Near the enemy shore, Zhuge Liang orders the boats to form a line. Then the crews beat their drums and raise a great shout. Lu Su is frightened. If Cao Cao sends his ships into the fog, the small fleet will be trapped. But Zhuge Liang has considered more than the weather. He has considered the mind of the person listening from the other bank. Cao Cao hears the drums, but cannot see what waits beyond them. An attack concealed by fog may be real, or it may be an ambush designed to draw him onto the river. Rather than risk his forces in what he cannot understand, he keeps them near the camp and orders his archers to fire into the whiteness. The first arrows cross the water. They strike the straw with soft, rapid thuds. Then more arrive. Thousands of arrows vanish into the fog and fasten themselves to the waiting boats. The crews continue drumming. When one side has received enough, the boats turn, presenting their other sides toward the shore. The northern archers keep firing at shapes they cannot clearly see. By morning, the fog begins to thin. Every boat is bristling with arrows. The ropes are released, the crews take up their oars, and the current helps carry the little fleet away. Only then does Cao Cao understand. His own fear, caution, soldiers and weapons have supplied what the southern army lacked. When the boats return, more than 100,000 arrows are removed from the straw. Zhuge Liang has met the impossible deadline without making a single one. Even Zhou Yu must acknowledge the elegance of the plan. It is tempting to hear this only as a story about cleverness. Yet Zhuge Liang's plan is not simply a sudden trick. It depends upon attention. He notices the approaching fog. He understands the current. He knows which boats can move lightly and how straw can receive an arrow without being destroyed. He also understands that Cao Cao's caution will become predictable when sight disappears. The fog does not solve the problem for him. The river does not tie the boats or arrange the straw. Conditions become useful because someone has prepared a shape that can receive them. This is a story from a world of war, and its deception should remain there. Ordinary life does not ask us to turn every person into an opponent or every fear into a weapon. Its quieter wisdom lies elsewhere. We often imagine that progress must look like manufacture, gathering materials, adding effort, and forcing an answer into existence. But some problems ask for another kind of intelligence. They ask us to notice what is already present. A delay may reveal what haste concealed. A closed path may turn our attention toward the water. Uncertainty may keep us still long enough to hear the direction of the current. This does not mean every difficulty is secretly a gift. Fog can confuse as easily as it can shelter. The lesson is smaller and more practical. Before struggling against the conditions around you, look carefully at what those conditions make possible. Perhaps there is something you have been trying to force into clarity. For a moment, you do not need to solve it. Imagine the boats resting on the dark river. The straw is tied in place. The oars are quiet. Nothing has arrived yet. Then, somewhere beyond the mist, the first arrow enters the air. You do not need to chase it. You only need to be ready to receive what the river brings.